Good morning, children. We are going to learn about quadrilateral. It is a quadrilateral. We have small concept and which is very easy to understand. The main purpose of this video is if it comes from quadrilateral. A simple closed figure bounded by 4 line segments. Even the board is an example of a quadrilateral. Bounded by 4 line segments is called quadrilateral. See here. So, the main thing is A, B, C, D. At 4 corners of the quadrilateral, you write 4 English letters, capital letters A, B, C, D. This is clockwise, or else A, B, C, D. So we write like small box and we read it as quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Naming the quadrilateral is important. Now, after naming the quadrilateral, we should know what is this AB. It is a side. BC, it is also one side. CD, one side. DA, one side. So quadrilateral is having how many sides? 4 sides. And this one, these are vertices. This is one vertex, 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 vertex. All rounded letters are vertices. These two are opposite vertices. A line segment joining the opposite vertex is called diagonal. What it is called? Diagonal. So a quadrilateral will have how many diagonals? It will have 2 diagonals. A quadrilateral will have how many diagonals? 2 diagonals. That is important. So now we learn a quadrilateral is simple closed figure bounded by 3 line segments, and a quadrilateral is named by writing 4 letters at 4 corners of the figure. So we learned sides, vertices and diagonal. Here we have 2 types of quadrilateral. It may not come in exam, but that better we have to learn because it is given in the textbook. What is convex quadrilateral and what is concave quadrilateral? Convex quadrilateral means in any quadrilateral, if each angle is less than 180 degrees, it may be 80, 100, 90, 90. Every angle is less than 180 degrees, then that is called convex quadrilateral. What is concave? These 2 words generally comes in physics. What is concave quadrilateral? See, this is also quadrilateral. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here one angle, when you draw here one line segment, see, it is protractor and it is coming more than the protractor. But here you see, every angle is less than the protractor. Here, this angle is more than 180 degrees. If at least, generally one angle will be there. One angle is more than 180 degrees, That is called concave quadrilateral. Now we are learning in our 7th class about only convex quadrilaterals only. Okay. First thing we will learn angle sum property. What we learn? Angle sum property of quadrilateral. So it is very easy to understand. As we know, this is one quadrilateral, and in quadrilateral, when you draw one diagonal, we got two triangles. All of you know angle sum property of quadrilateral. According to angle sum property of, all of you know angle sum property of triangle. According to angle sum property of triangle, sum of these three angles is how many degrees? 180 degrees. In the similar way, sum of these three angles is how much? 180 degrees. So here is 180 degrees and here is 180 degrees. Totally how much? 360 degrees. So in any quadrilateral, the sum of the four angles is equal to 360 degrees. So with this, you can complete first exercise problem. In first exercise in 7th class, what do we have? Just to name the quadrilateral and to find the angles. See, angle sum property. Angle sum property of quadrilateral. Angle sum property of quadrilateral. In any quadrilateral, the sum of four angles is equal to 360 degrees. It is same like triangles chapter. In triangles, the sum of the three angles is equal to 180 degrees. In quadrilateral, the sum of the four angles is equal to 360 degrees. So in exam, how the question will come? Questions will come only two types. I will tell you these two types. According to these two types, you prepare for exam. In one quadrilateral, angle A is equal to 100, angle B is equal to 70, angle C is equal to 60, or some say 100, then find the angle D. I think you got an idea. So you should write first angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degrees. We know the relation between the angles of quadrilateral. Angle A means you write here 100, angle B means write here 70, C means write here 100, D means we don't know, write like that only, 360 degrees. 170 plus 100, 270 plus angle D is equal to 360 degrees. So angle D is equal to 360 minus 270. So 36 minus 27, how much? 90. 170, 270, 30 plus 60, 90. So the fourth angle is equal to how much? 90 degrees. So in exam, you will get this type of question, or you may get like this also. In a quadrilateral, the angles are x plus 10, x plus 20, 2x minus 20, x plus 50. Find the value of x. So these are the four angles. Like same problem you are having in triangles. There you are having only three angles. But here we have how many? Four angles. There we wrote total 180. Here we should write 360. So after watching this video, today evening, today is March 13th. By evening after coming from school, when you watch this video, you start quadrilateral exercise. X, 2x, x. 1x, 1x, 2x, 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 4x, 1x, 5x. I write here 360. 10, 20, 30. 30, 50, 80. 80 minus 20, 60 is equal to 360. 5x is equal to 360 minus 60. 5x is equal to 300. So x is equal to 300 by 5. So what is the angle? 60. So x is equal to 60. So first angle is 60 plus 10. Second angle is 60 plus 20. Third angle is 260, the 120 minus 20. And fourth angle is 60 plus 50. So actually they asked only the value of x. We found here. But if we want to find the four angles also, this is 70, this is 80, this is 100, and this is 110. So children, as already I told you in a classroom, I explained to you that I will put one video regarding the quadrilateral. So by watching this video, you prepare for coming 7th class exams. Not only for 7th class, 8th class people also, if you watch this video, it will be helpful for you to understand about the quadrilateral. Okay. Now, we will learn in continuation of this types of quadrilateral. See, many human beings, everyone is in this society. One will become doctor, one will become teacher, one will become actor, even some becomes a doctor and actor like that. So types of quadrilateral means every figure which is having four sides is quadrilateral. But if you observe like these figures, you know these figures from your childhood. In childhood, your LKG classes, your teacher will teach this is rectangle and this is square. Okay, this is the trapezium. Trapezium generally they don't teach, but this. So how it will become trapezium, how it will become square, that all we will learn today. In one quadrilateral, if one pair of opposite side, see this is quadrilateral A, B, C, D. This is one pair. This is second pair. The arrow mark shows that they are parallel. Parallel lines means you learned in 7th class lines and angles. The lines which do not meet are known as parallel lines. So, these two are parallel. This is called trapezium. This is called trapezium. Trapezium is having one special property. These two, sum of these two is 180 and sum of these two is 180. Total is 360. Why the sum of these two is 180? We learned in lines and angles. Interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary. Interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary. And you have one more property in trapezium that is not mentioned in 7th class. If these two non-parallel sides are equal, that is called isosceles trapezium. Okay. So we learned about trapezium. After that one, parallelogram. Parallelogram is having many properties. You take one ruled book. In that, you draw two lines like this, then you will get one parallelogram. Here you observe these two angles will be equal and these two angles will be equal. Okay. So how to get parallelogram on the ruled book? Take a ruled paper, take one scale. You put scale like this. Draw one line this side and draw one line that side. Remove the scale, you will get parallelogram. It will be small, but you observe these angles. Then these two will be equal and these two will also be equal. So in parallelogram, which is called parallelogram? In quadrilateral, if these two pairs and this one, if two set of opposite sides are parallel, it is called a parallelogram. So you note down, if two pairs of opposite sides are parallel, then it is called Parallelogram. If two pairs of opposite sides are parallel, then it is called parallelogram. In parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. What does it mean? If this is 70, this is also 70. And if it is 110, this is also 110. You can check in any parallelogram, the opposite angles will be equal. And adjacent angles. Actually, in quadrilateral, when I introduced only, I should introduce about the adjacent angles. Which are called adjacent angles? The angles which are side by side. These two are adjacent. These two are also adjacent. These two are adjacent. These two are adjacent. Once again, I will tell you A, B, C, D. A, C are opposite. A, B are adjacent. Adjacent. B, D are opposite. And B, C are adjacent. The sum of these two is 180. The sum of these two is 180. The sum of these two is 180. So in parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. These two diagonals, this length and this length will be same, and this length and this length will be same. So once I will dictate you the properties of parallelogram. In any parallelogram, in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal and adjacent angles are supplementary. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal and adjacent angles are supplementary. Now, diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. So how do we get problems on parallelogram? In parallelogram, they will give like this in exam. A, B, C, D. They will mention in the question. A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. One angle is 70. Find the other angles. So you should write angle A is equal to angle C is equal to 70. Opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. And angle A plus angle B 180 because adjacent angles are supplementary. Adjacent angles are supplementary. So 70 plus B is equal to 180. So angle B is equal to 180 minus 70. How much it is? 110. Now, not only about angles, they will give one question about the diagonal. Diagonal like this they will give. Say this is x and this is 5. What is x? That is the question. So you should write x is equal to 5. Because this part and this part are equal. And suppose it is x and it is 10. Then so it is y. Y is equal to 10. So diagonals bisect each other. Opposite angles are equal. Adjacent angles are supplementary. That is called parallelogram. After parallelogram, we will learn about rectangle. Rectangle is famous for all of you because you know it from second class, but you don't know its properties. In rectangle, opposite sides are equal. In rectangle, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. So, if this is 8 centimeters, this is also 8 centimeters, this is 4 centimeters, This is also 4 centimeters. And all angles are equal. All angles are equal and total is 360 means generally every will become how much? 90 degrees. So in rectangle, all angles are 90. Opposite sides are equal. Diagonals equal. In rectangle, all angles are equal. Opposite sides are equal. Diagonals are equal. So that is about the rectangle. So in a quadrilateral, if two pairs of opposite sides are parallel and equal and all angles are equal, that is called rectangle. And if all sides are equal and all angles are equal, then a beautiful figure will come. So as all of we know, that is called what? Square. So square, all sides are equal, all angles are also equal. In square, all sides are equal, all angles are equal, diagonals are also equal. So after square, we learned about rhombus. Rhombus is parallelogram. In rhombus also all sides are equal. Then what is the difference between square and rhombus? In square, the opposite angles are equal, but all angles may be equal, may not be equal. It means what? Every square is rhombus. Every square is rhombus, but every square need not be every rhombus need not be a square. So this is about square, and a special property about the rhombus is diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. And you have kite at last. In kite, the two pairs of adjacent sides are equal. Above two are equal and below two are equal. This is called kite. It is not rhombus, it is kite. The difference between rhombus and kite is, in rhombus all sides are equal, but in kite two pairs of adjacent sides, up equal, down equal. So children, with this we completed the concept of quadrilateral in 7th class. So once again I will explain you what is quadrilateral. After that, what is trapezium and what is parallelogram and what is rectangle, square, and here a separate wing rhombus, and here kite. So every from down if you go up, every square is rectangle, every rectangle is parallelogram, every parallelogram is trapezium, every trapezium is quadrilateral. But the above, from top we come, every quadrilateral need not be trapezium, every trapezium need not be parallelogram, every parallelogram need not be rectangle, every rectangle need not be a square, every kite is quadrilateral, but every quadrilateral is not a kite. Every rhombus is parallelogram, but every parallelogram is need not a rhombus. You watch this video 2 or 3 times, then you see, open the textbook, and what is given in the textbook and what is in my video, that all you go through, then within 1 hour you can complete all the problems of quadrilateral. So this is about quadrilateral chapter 2, 7th class. Keep watching MC Maths class videos for better understanding of mathematics, for basic principles of mathematics. Thank you for watching till the end. And at the end, I told to my students that I will put some questions, small questions, so that in the form of comments, if you put answers, then I will understand that my students watched my videos. So, first question, how many diagonals? Very simple question, a quadrilateral will have. Why I am giving you simple question? Because Easy to type in comment box. Second question. What is the sum? What is the sum of angles of quadrilateral? This is also easy to answer. Third one. In square, each angle is how much? In square, each angle is how much? So students, after watching full video, these three questions if you answered, then I will feel that you have watched the full video. I will see, this is 13th March. On 14th March, I will check by evening all the comments. Okay? Keep watching regularly MC Maths class videos for better understanding of mathematics, basic mathematics especially. Okay? Thank you.